Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to the channel. Many of you know that we love our GX460s on this channel, and I've always been showing you my wife's 2013 GX460, but the one I have to show you guys today is nothing like this mild build here. This is nothing compared to the one that we have on the channel today. So stick around. They're pulling up right now. Let's take a look.
What's up, guys? My name is Brian, otherwise known as It's Just Brian on the socials and the interwebs. And this is my 2010 Lexus GX460. So I've done a lot of stuff to it since I've previously owned the GX470. This is the first one with a 6-inch lift in the US. So 6-inch lift, 37-inch tires as far as that as a truck. A lot of extras on it. We've got it re-geared. We've got lockers in the front and rear. A lot of the stuff, the bumpers, the tire carriers, everything internally is really built to be my adventure truck. I like to go out doing photos and photography at nighttime. So it was originally built to be my adventure rig, my going out and just seeing everything else with it. So with that being said, it's evolved into quite the rabbit hole of non-funds, I should say. But it's been a great way of going out, meeting people. People have seen it. It's been at SEMA a couple of times. It was at SEMA last year with Lexus. But a lot of the truck that I have with it, as far as externally, we're on black Rhino 17-inch wheels with 37-inch X-Comp MT tires on it. We've got Radflow suspension with Freedom Offroad components to go and complement all of that with the actual lift with it. Underneath the hood, we're not a race car, whatnot, but we got an intake with it. We got a CSF aluminum radiator with a trans-cooler as well. Internally, it got a lot of stuff that holds a lot of my gadgets. Ohana Off-Road Supply holds a lot of my gadgets internally. We've got the Midland radio inside with it. In the rear, I've got my gear plate by Aiden James Customs, which holds my Pro Eagle jack that I have. I got my off-road gear with Weston. And then underneath the front of the hood, I have my super winch as well. So geared to be off-road, handle myself if I'm in a hairy situation. But other than that, man, again, I'm out there having fun with it, going out off-roading. We're not going to be rock crawling anytime soon, but I am prepared to do that if I really need to. So again, with those Eaton e-lockers front and rear, I'm ready to go with it. Sibby Built did the actual re-gear to a 488, which has definitely changed the drivability of the truck. Other than that, man, as you guys have had a chance to see, there's a lot of other cool little things with it. The one cool little thing towards the rear of it is I got a nice little 17-ton boat shackle. Just in case I need to go and pull out some big ass boat somewhere for whatever reason, it's ready to go with it. But you know, other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the truck, and we appreciate you guys dropping into the channel. So, as you can see, I said I had a 2010 GX460, and this is not a 2010 front end. You can probably see what it used to look like to what it is right now. So we have a one-off front end off-road bumper on the front end, which carries all my KC lights on this front end of it. The grill is a 2014 up grill headlight conversion and front end. We had to do some wiring with the actual headlights in order to get these here on there. I have the Alpha Rex Nova Series headlights on this right here. This entire front end has been updated to the 14 Plus. It will actually be the exact same one as all the way from 2014 to 2023. But again, as you can see, It's completely changed the whole look of the actual front end of the actual truck here with it. So we've got the headlights, we've got the bumper, we got the grill with the one offer here in the front, and we've completely changed the front end of this here truck right here. Also, I have a lot of accessory lighting gladly. I've been working with the guys at Casey for the last few years with it. We've got lights here in the front, the Flex 4s, the Flex 3s, and the ones here. Alpha Rex was so gracious enough to link me up with their Nova Series headlights, which I really love. They're nice and smoked along here, so it gives a nice aggressive look to the actual front end of the truck. We got some big old Flex 4s on this right here for our ditch lights. And then on top we have the actual Casey light bar. Again, I've been rocking with Casey for a few years now. I really love the company and I love the guys over there. So that's how we have it set so we can go off-road and have some nighttime runs. So as you guys can see, we've got the XCOM Gladiator 37-inch tires up on this right here on the black Rhinos. A lot of moving around stuff and moving stuff here to get them to go and fit. We did a body chop mount initially, which has been pretty much cleared up, but is still rubbing just a slightly bit up of it. We've trimmed the fender here a lot. As you can see, originally it would come down to about here, about 3 or 4 inches over. We've trimmed this all the way back. I've actually flipped this mount point from this point to the reverse mount of it to kind of clear these out with it. I get a slight bit of rub on sharp turns with it. But for the most part, the 37s fit up in there with no problem. It definitely helps out having a 6-inch lift on here. But other than that, those 37s are fitting up in there, and I'm really enjoying them. To actually get the 37s in the rear, we had to do a little bit more work. As you can see here with the door, I actually had to cut and trim. It looks like a little bend in there, so it's still hitting the door a little bit. We trimmed off the door a little bit so it wouldn't hit the door as much. We've trimmed off a lot of this here in the back. Cut it off the body, off the fender. I still get a little bit of knocks here and there with it. I don't worry about it too much, but we definitely had to take a saw and start cutting up everything here in the back, changing that angle all the way down with it, because it usually comes down to about here. So a lot of trimming here, a lot of hammer stuff to the body, and some trimming to the actual door here in the front to get these 37s to fit in the rear. So again, the first GX460 with a 6-inch lift in the US. It is running the bracket lift, but I had to do a lot of homework to make sure that everything fit accordingly. It was the right fit for everything with it. There wasn't a lot to actually get everything to fit up on there after doing a lot of homework, but again, I've had to make some contacts from the guys in Japan and some guys in Hawaii as well. But after getting the actual lift on there and those 37s, the truck has been driving great. A lot of people know that I love the skinny pedal. I am not a Baja guy. I wish I was, but I will take this truck to its limits that I possibly can without breaking it. But other than that, getting these parts to fit up on here, which is doing a little bit of homework, going online, reaching out to people, and just sometimes just test fitting and see if it works. If it doesn't, we go to the next. Sometimes it's just about getting a grinder out and making sure we kind of massage those corners up in there. But other than that, I've had a great time having this here lift on here, and it's been great driving it off-road. Dirt Calm tire carrier here in the rear, obviously it's got everything here in the rear with it. I got the power tank CO2 in the back. I really like having it. It's nice and sturdy. It holds my 2 tanks for fuel. I definitely need those because at some point in time, these 37s were not easy to go and move around with it. So it's nice and sturdy. Carries my LED whip right here with it as well. This is more of a aesthetic thing for me when I go out at night driving, but it's back there. I got my CO2 tank. I got my tracks back here just in case I get stuck somewhere with it. I got my gas tanks back here with it, but other than that, again, it's really there. It looks good, it's sturdy, and it's out the way, so I really like having this here Dirt Calm tire carrier back here. So again, guys, I appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the truck. Big thanks to Miles for having me out and recording everything and being with me for the day. Check me out on the ground at It's Just Brian. Other than that, we'll see you guys on the net.